Hi, welcome back to the Cloth and Paper YouTube channel. Today I'm going to show you how to use your index page flags. So we have 3 variants of these index page flags. This one was our first release. It's called Volume 1 and they're called library page flags because they came in our bibliophile box. We have Volume 2, which was a Black Friday Cyber Monday release. And then we have this 3rd set, which is new to our April intention box. So one way to use page flags is to keep a reference key. So what I've done here is I've used Volume 2 and then also the April sub box to show that I'm going to mark off my days off for PTO in this variant, any bills or anything related to money in these 2, and then events and activities in these 2 variants. What you can do is, if you have a week planned out and a divider, you can keep your key really handy by just sticking it on the divider so that you always have that ready and able to look at for your spread that you're working on. So if I wanted to mark off an activity, maybe I am content creating or doing creative work, I can use this as a different version of a time block sticker. So like we've used it here, you can also use this vertically to mark off a pretty large chunk of time. And as a creative, I think that's really helpful because usually my tasks take a few hours to do. You're also able to write on these with the uni marking pen. So for here, I'll just write in the blank spot what the task is. And this is nice also because you can still see all your hours to the side, where the other time blocking sticker I used kind of blocked off that time and you can see the numbers around it. But for here, it fits perfectly within the square for the A5 size. So you can see the numbers and your blocked off time. So that's one way of using them for time blocking. Another way is to use it horizontally here. So these I actually referenced with my key. So I have a couple of activities and events marked. For Thursday, I have it marked out that I want to have lunch with a friend. And on Friday night, I'm going to have a happy hour with some friends. And I kind of like using these for events that might not have a rigid stop time. So that's how I would use them horizontally. And again, they just fit so perfectly on this spread. And then for up here, I've referenced it with my key, and green is one of the money ones. So there on the 1st, and it's nice and bright and it's just gonna remind me that day to pay it and drop it off. So in a weekly schedule, that is how I would use these page flags. And I think they pair really well with the time blocking stickers as well. And they just fit so well in the A5 size, and they fit pretty well in the half letter size too. For our monthly spread, I like to use the page flags again for marking off pretty big events, whether it's a trip, a birthday, maybe a meeting. So I can go ahead and plan this month really quick and show you how I would use them. At the beginning of July, I know I'm going to be out of town for the week, so I'll mark that off in here. And what I like about these different designs is that you can layer them together, so you have a bit of variation, but ultimately it's all kind of the same event going on. I think it just adds a little bit of visual fun to it. And I think that creates a really nice visual line. And I like that for each day of the trip, you can write down all the information on the page flags themselves. And if something changes, you haven't really written on your spread, so you can just take it off if you'd like to. So if something ever changes, you can just pick it up and replace it with a new page flag. That way you can still write on your spread and you haven't really messed up the paper underneath. And just go ahead and plop it right back in. So I love page flags for a monthly spread. If you have a one-time occurrence like Thursdays, we always have Happy Hour Live. I love the way that you can use it vertically as well, just to mark off one part of a day. I also like using them to give a title to an event or a day. So here, this one is August 1st, and that's actually National Planner Day. I can also write off the subtasks where my rent will be due. It's First Fridays at the local galleries, and it allows you to write like multiple things on one day, kind of like a big day, multiple things going on, but you can write like your holidays at the top or what you're doing that day at the top, and then like extra information at the bottom. And that is how I like to use my library page flags. Let me know how you like to use your library page flags as well. They are one of my favorite products that we have, and for a good reason. I think they're so versatile and so like cute and pretty. And I think there's just a lot of functional different ways that you can make it work within your planner, and it allows for a form of like non-destructive planning. So when things change, you can just take the sticker off and things aren't in cement. So it allows you to work with that. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and let us know in the comments how you like to use your page flag.